criminal justice important Yagami Light due to the fact upset while he learns simply how useless the justice device clearly is. One day he unearths a mysterious pocketbook titled Death Note. Its mysterious inscription says that the pocketbook has the electricity to kill the ones whose names are written at the pages. Light doesn't accept as true with this at first, however attempts. This out on a regarded crook who finally ends up dead, Light comes to a decision to take justice into his very own hands. Disturbed through the rash of mysterious deaths plaguing now no longer most effective Japan, however the world, police forces begin to research the problem with the assist of the mysterious wunderkind regarded really as L. The film opens with a mysterious pocketbook falling right all the way down to earth on a wet night. Then we flash to a group of criminals who, after being exonerated or permit go, die mysterious deaths. They die of coronary heart assaults as extraordinary as all have been in ideal health. Apparently those mysterious deaths are connected to someone who calls himself Kira. He has an internet site wherein human beings talk what he's doing, the bulk all in one of his vigilante justice, and which in all likelihood lists all of the criminals he's removed as a consequence for. We then reduce to a crowded road wherein an information file flashes on a massive display screen saying the call and displaying an image of the gunman presently preserving financial institution personnel hostage. We then see a younger guy take out a pocketbook and write down the call of the criminal. A few moments later, the newscaster on the scene reviews the gunman has died. Another sufferer of Kira. We then flash to Light gambling a sport of basketball whilst his female friend or as a minimum love hobby watches him. Akino Shiori is dissatisfied while she sees Light amassing cash from prevailing the sport and he or she scolds him. They then preserve directly to the cafeteria wherein they pay attention different college students speaking approximately the mysterious Kira. Light asks Shiori what she thinks and Shiori replies that she is towards Kira's vigilantism because the crook justice device exists for a reason. Light then tells Shiori that he hacked the countrywide police database and become horrified at gaining knowledge of approximately all of the criminals who are by no means mete out justice. Kira plays a precious provider in getting folks that pass unpunished. Even with the issues with inside the system, Shiori nevertheless believes in it and says that Light ought to in addition to his analyzing difficult to enter regulation to end up a police officer. Light doesn't inform Shiori the relaxation of the tale approximately how after he tracked down one of the criminals who were given off scot-free, he unearths a mysterious pocketbook with the phrase, Death Note, written at the cover. He didn't agree with the commands at the start and used it handiest as a joke. They're changed into an information file and with the criminal's face clean in his mind. He writes down his name. The subsequent day Light reads the newspaper and in it there may be a piece of writing approximately the criminal's surprising and mysterious death. So the notebook's powers had been real. As any other test, Light trails the equal assassin he did earlier then. Staring carefully at him, Light writes down his call and inside mints the assassin dies proper earlier than Light's. Noticing his reaction, the creature asks if Light doubts what he sees and Light, nevertheless freaked out, smiles and says that a Shinigami, dying god, has come to pay him a visit. This makes the Shinigami laugh. Throughout this complete movie, the Shinigami is amused, amazed, or even disillusioned in Light. Ryuk tells Light that he, Ryuk, is the only that dropped the notebook. Light asks if he desires it lower back and Ryuk replies that Light has grown to be the notebook's rightful owner. Light then asks if Ryuk has come to gather his existence in charge for the notebook. Ryuk says no. He additionally tells Light to skip it on if he doesn't need it. If Light need to pick out that route, then Ryuk will erase all of his reminiscences of the EEE book. Light asks if there honestly isn't any price and Ryuk says the most effective price is the know-how that there exists one of these bad EEE book which could without difficulty take the existence of a person else. Light asks if everyone else can see Ryuk who replies that most effective folks that contact the Death Note can see him. Light then asks the Shinigami for his call to. We then speedy ahead 4 months in which the Metropolitan Police are speak me approximately the mysterious deaths. Even 11 though they may be global without a purpose and simplest one factor in common, a coronary heart attack, the police consider that it's far the paintings of one person, or group. The lead investigator is known as Down the Two. Chief's workplace in which he's informed that genius detective Hell has agreed to assist with this thriller case. Detective Yagami is delivered to the aged Watari, whose their simplest approach of speaking with the mysterious and reticent L. Watari takes out a computer and connects to L, who even masks his actual voice. L says that he has already narrowed the sphere considerably. With the information from the murders, he has deduced that there may be simplest one man or woman committing all of those crimes, and because the first one befell in Japan, then that might be wherein the crook lives. Gloating over his triumphs in killing all of those criminals, Light is getting quite cocky. When breaking information comes on his television, a white male introduces himself as €1 and offers his actual call. He additionally states that he'll forestall the only at the back of all of the mysterious deaths of criminals. Light, amused with the aid of using this, says he has no time to play and without delay writes €, trademark €, into the notebook. The guy dies instantly, stunning everyone. The actual L then breaks into the published and says that they realize Kira lives in Japan, probable even in Tokyo. L additionally says they realize Kira desires a call and a face to kill. This does now no longer please Light in any respect, and from that second on, the cat and mouse recreation begins. I won't recount the relaxation of the film in fantastic detail. Basically, it includes L and Light trying out every other. Light determines simply how he can use the pocket book to get the warmth off of him and starts off evolved running out strategies to remove folks that need to prevent him. L counters and units up little traps and checks to attempt to ensnare Light. This to and fro game, alongside the myriad of deaths that accompany it, annoys Detective Yagami, who says that L's strategies make him no higher than the vigilante virtually referred to as Kira. L famous who he believes the principal suspects are, and Detective Yagami is amazed that Light is amongst them. Thus, surveillance is installation on Light, who realizes that he's being watched, so he makes certain to do the whole thing he can to throw off all suspicion. When Light is cleared through a smart trick, ex-FBI agent Mizora Naomi, whose fiancé Light killed, is going after Light and tells L that she can be able to monitor Light's secret. Things don't pass as Mizora plans, and Light's girlfriend, Shiori, dies earlier than Mizora turns the gun on herself. This allows Light to sign up for forces with L to discover Kira and consequently ends the primary movie.